because they had had experience with the marble and with brownstone. So this is the family plot of the Stebbins family, and this is Emma Stebbins here. Emma Stebbins was a sculptor. She was born in 1815, and her brother Henry, who's here, who was president of the New York Stock Exchange, was a huge supporter of Emma's and paid for Emma to go study in Rome, where she fell into a group of lesbian artists in Rome. And her partner was Charlotte Cushman, who was one of the best-known actors of the period. And others among her crowd were Harriet Hosmer, who was an important American sculptor. Some of you, if you go to the Brooklyn Museum, she often did marble sculptures of babies. And Edmonia Lewis, who was an African American and Native American sculptor as well. And when Charlotte Cushman got cancer, they came back to America. Charlotte Cushman was English, but they came back to America, and Emma nursed her until she died, and she never worked again after that. Her most famous sculpture, and the one that all of you know, is the Angel of the Waters in Central Park, the major sculpture at the Bethesda Terrace. By coincidence, or not really, Henry Stebbins was the president of the board of Central Park. And that clearly is how she got the commission, but it is one of the great sculptures in America from the mid-19th century, and the one piece of sculpture in the park that Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux approved of. They were opposed to sculpture in the park, but at the end of that one formal element of the park, they supported having a symbolic sculpture there, and it is the sculpture that's symbolic of everything that Central Park is all about. It's based on a biblical story of an angel coming down, touching water, and troubles the water, that is, moves the water, and if you then touch the water, you'd be cured of your ills. And that's what going into the park was all about. She also did a Horace Mann that's in front of the Massachusetts State House, and there's a Columbus in front of the court on Cadman Plaza in Brooklyn that's also by Emma Stebbins. Stebbins died in 1882, and she's in this large Stebbins family plot. And this is the vault cover that goes underground for the plot. You know, they bought it here at the top of the hill. So, any artists, sculptors? Okay, good.
Andrew, is it urban legend that the face of the angel was her girlfriend's face? That's what I had heard.
I've heard that, but I don't know if that's
Let's
true or
pass
not.
it along. It's proven close enough.